Welcome. I'm Lindsay Bridges from Charlotte Center for Mindfulness, and I'm glad to be meditating with you. So, this week in the community drop in group, I shared a short vignette from a lovely book by Anthony de Mello called The Song of the Bird. Um, it's just got a lot of short words of wisdoms from many traditions all over. This one's called Dandelions, and I thought I would share it again here. And I will say, when you hear this, you'll know that this is an old vignette, and obviously it wouldn't work in quite the same way now. A man who took great pride in his lawn found himself with a large crop of dandelions. He tried every method he knew to get rid of them. Still, they plagued him. Finally, he wrote the Department of Agriculture. He enumerated all the things he had tried, and he closed his letter with the question, "What shall I do now?" In due course, the reply came, "We suggest you learn to love them." So it's a kind of sweet vignette when you think of it with something that is essentially as innocuous as dandelions. And it's a very challenging vignette when you think of it in terms of the really difficult things in life. And yet, there is a way it points to a way through things that our usual fight, excuse me, our usual fight or try to fly away from what we don't like doesn't work. And it doesn't mean that we have to love the unwanted thing that happens, but can we still find a way to love our life right in the midst of whatever is happening, even if it is not the way we want things to be? And what does this mean for our formal meditation practice? Can we let our meditation actually be a time to prepare us to meet with more ease all of the moments of life as they unfold? So let's do a short practice together. And I invite you to explore, what way does loving the moment, just as it is, offer some opening? And what is a right orientation with a possibility of loving the moment? It doesn't mean, like I say, that we have to force ourselves into loving something that doesn't feel good. It's an invitation to look for the way through. And where might that be? And how can we get creative looking for the way through for meeting whatever's here? So let's sit. So taking a moment to find whatever posture best supports your body, beginning to settle into the body. Maybe a few nice deep in and out breaths, just as a means of anchoring awareness, mind, heart, body together, this moment now. For this practice, I encourage you to really open up with a lot of curiosity. Whatever's already here in this moment, not trying to make the meditation be something special or some work in some sort of way that you think it should. but instead a relaxing in, releasing into the moment just as it is, an open curiosity to what's here in this moment right now. What's arising? Noticing that difference between getting caught up in a story about whatever is arising or awareness of whatever's arising. Being aware that this is what's here without trying to fix or change or push or clean. Just an opening with curiosity. When it's something pleasant that's arising in the moment, we tend to want more of it, cling to it, try to extenuate it in some way, add on to it. Is it possible to notice pleasant arising without trying to hold on to it anyway? Feeling it in the body, letting whatever happens in that moment come and go as it wishes, as it does. When it's unpleasant, the tendency is to either try to get rid of it in some way or get caught up in a story about it, some sort of fight way, over identification or suppression, as one teacher calls it. So if it is a moment that's unpleasant, what's it like to be curious? But what's the way through, the way to be with, the opening, the possibility? Maybe it's just as simple as coming back to the breath, using the breath as an anchor as unpleasant arises, and inevitably, eventually, falls away. It does it in its time and not ours. Sometimes these moments of unpleasant are short. You really can ride a wave from its beginning through its crest all the way to when it passes. It's been said that the actual lifespan of a given emotion is really very short. I don't remember the number, thinking less than a minute. When it lasts longer than that, that means there is some way we're engaging with it, some sort of fight, clinging, pushing away, avoiding, suppressing, whatever, for an emotion. Body sensations are going to last as long as they last. So sometimes There's not this easy wave up, release, and down. It's about finding a way with what's here. One writer compared it to finding the cracks and the fissures, being like fluid, finds the way to flow through. Use the breath, the body as anchors as often as needed. Reground, recenter. And keep exploring the possibility of opening with. Beyond any identification with something or any suppression of something. Radical acceptance that has a different kind of freedom in the moment. Opens a different door of possibility. Being with this moment of life in a way that's truly useful. What is a loving attunement that is possible, even with the unwanted? Good practicing with you. Just to let you know, I do have a mindfulness based stress reduction class that's going to be starting in January on Thursday mornings. If you have any interest in joining, we'd love to have you. The information's on our website. We also have our community drop in groups on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, and we will be meeting through the holidays. Again, the information for that is on the website. And these YouTubes are freely offered, and if you would like to help support, financially support our mission of sharing mindfulness work. We appreciate any donations, and there's a spot again on the website for that. So, sending you all good wishes in your day. Thank you.